Mr. Speaker, articulated in both its 2017 and 2020 general election manifestos, this government vowed to ensure more affordable housing is available for seniors and families, increase the stock of affordable housing throughout the country, and expand rent-geared-to-income programs. Mr. Speaker, I rise today for the purpose of providing more evidence that this government stands by its housing commitments through the Bermuda Housing Corporation, and it is through the BHC that I am pleased to share the following facts. Since 2017, the government has assisted the BHC in adding 66 new units that will be or are currently being utilized to either one, provide affordably priced housing to Bermudians through the rent-geared-to-income-based scheme, which is capped at 35% of their total household income, 25% rent, and 10% mandatory savings, or two, provide affordable properties for first-time homeowners. 2, refurbish 402 units to modernize the utilities within. This number includes the 574 make-readies, move-out and move-ins, from the period 2017 to 2022. Of these, approximately 70% of them required the installation of new kitchen, cabinets, toilets, and bathtubs due to the conditions left by the previous tenants. 3, Mr. Speaker, between January and December 2022, the BHC successfully housed an additional 42 families, bringing the total amount of families housed under the BHC to 578. 4, Mr. Speaker, as stated in this year's budget debate, to date, the previously announced Home Start program, which is a public-private partnership with Clarion Bank to provide financial assistance for mortgages, has assisted 34 Bermudian families in their quest to become first-time homeowners. We are having further discussions with other financial institutions to expand the program. 5, in partnership with Age Concern, Mr. Speaker, the BHC has provided 32 loans to seniors totaling $411,626 to assist their families to keep them in their own homes. There are still funds available, and I would encourage anyone interested to visit the BHC either via their website at www.bhc.bm or in person at 44 Church Street. 6, as stated in this House on March 3rd, we've replaced 2 buildings at the Salvation Army Shelter on North Street in Hamilton, which are suitable for housing 14 persons per building, bringing the total available new beds to 28. 7, assisted the Ministry of Social Development and Seniors Independent Living Program in its commitment to protecting and preparing those aging out of foster care, some of our most vulnerable individuals, by providing newly retrofitted accommodation at Garrison View, St. George's. Mr. Speaker, it's worth noting that the rent-geared-to-income program began in 2007 and has helped nearly 400 families since its inception, with 85 currently under the program. Members may recall that the Perimeter Lane condos, 38 units, were built in 2008 specifically for this purpose and have proven to be a resounding success in providing affordable accommodation to families at reasonable rent. The rent is reviewed at lease renewal, and adjustments to it, either increase or decrease, are made at that time once a reassessment of the household income is made. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I invite you and fellow honorable members of this House to recall that on 7th of October last year, I announced the Bermuda Housing Corporation Residential Rental Unit Renovation Program, which will see the refurbishment of 137 older units, inclusive of 77 new units, become available in the medium term at the cost of $21 million. Mr. Speaker, as I've said before, there is no denying that Bermuda has an extremely high cost of living, and since 2017, this government has been doing everything in its power to address this issue in the long term. More work can and will be done in this regard. Mr. Speaker, specifically to housing over the next year, that being the 2023-24 fiscal year, barring any unforeseen circumstances, through the BHC, the government will see the refurbishment of 48 affordable rental units, 42 new units added to the BHC rental stock, and over the next 12 months, it's projected that there will be 9 new families who will become first-time homeowners under the Home Start program. Mr. Speaker, this government is committed to our people. We want to reduce the cost of living. We want to ensure a basic standard of life, and we will deliver on our mandate. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to thank the Bermuda Housing Corporation Board, ably led by MP Chris Famous, management, ably led by Mr. Paul Martin, and staff for the hard work they continue to do to further deliver on the BHC's mandate of providing affordable housing for Bermudians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.